All right, everyone, today we're going to start on the ground on our backs. And from your backs, we're going to take it to 100. So feet flat on the floor, knees to the ceiling, back and head are rested on the ground, arms outside your hips, curl up, chin to chest so that your shoulder blades hover off the ground, arms hovering at hip height, palms face down, fingertips reaching forward, and pump your arms up and down just an inch or so above the hips, below the hips. Every pump of the arms adds instability to the upper abs. Taking nice deep breaths as you go, keeping those shoulder blades lifted. As you pump those arms, it's going to take more effort to keep those abs engaged, upper abs working, shoulder blades lifted. And in 3, 2, 1, rest your head, rest your shoulder blades back down to the ground. We're going to take it to crunches, sit-ups, or roll-ups. You get to choose. So for crunches, your feet stay flat on the floor, knees to the ceiling, hands behind head, elbows wide. You curl up, shoulder blades hover off the ground, and then you release those shoulder blades and head back down to the ground. And if you'd like to take it to sit-ups, you start with your head rested, hands overhead, and you slowly roll all the way up, shoulders stack over hips, arms reach forward at the top, slowly roll all the way back down to the ground. And a third option is roll up. So extend your legs nice and long, legs are straight, arms up to the ceiling, roll all the way up, shoulders over hips, arms reach forward at the top, roll all the way back. So you're choosing which one's going to work for you today, activating through the ab wall, flowing through at your pace. You get to make the choices for yourself today, make any changes as you need to as we go through the workout to serve what you need best. And in 3, 2, 1, come back down. If your feet are not planted flat on the floor, bring them back there, knees to the ceiling. We're going to take it to our single leg circles. Take your palms, push them down into the ground outside the hips, head rested, push your low back down into the ground. Then bend your right knee towards your chest and extend your right leg straight to the ceiling, point your toe. We're going to draw single leg circles going across the body first. So we're going to go counterclockwise. We're going to draw a circle with our right toes going left, down, right, and up through center. Continue doing that. Keep your upper body still as we work through hip mobility. And when you're ready, reverse directions. We're going to go clockwise, right, down, left, and up through center. Try to keep your leg as straight as you can. And in 3, 2, 1, bend your right knee back into your chest, set it flat down to the floor. We switch to the left side. Left knee bends into your chest, and then extend your left leg straight to the ceiling, point your toe. We go across the body first, clockwise this time. We go to the right, down, left, and up through center. We draw circles. Hip mobility and stability. And when you're ready, reverse directions of your circles. Going counterclockwise, left, down, right, and up through center. And when you're ready, bend your left knee back into your chest and then send both feet flat down to the floor. We're going to take it to single leg stretch. So go ahead and curl up chin to chest so that your shoulder blades hover off the ground. And then hug your right knee to your chest, wrap your hands around that right shin. And then option to keep your left foot where it is, or left leg extends long, hover over the ground. Then you switch. Hug your left knee into your chest, right leg goes long or flat, and switch and switch. Keeping the shoulder blades hovering the entire time, keeping activation through the upper abs, lower abs with the legs extending away from the body, and obliques being uneven on both sides. You've got it. Feel that stretch through the tops of the legs. Feel the engagement through the upper abs. In 3, 2, 1, hug both knees into your chest, into a tight ball. Rest your head for a brief moment if you'd like to give those upper abs a break. When you're ready, curl back up, chin to chest, hugging yourself into a ball, knees to chest, wrapping your hands around your shins. And then you're going to extend your arms and legs both away from your torso. So legs extend long away from you as your arms circle out to the sides and over the head. And then you hug everything back into your tight ball. Extend away from the body, hug everything back in. When you extend away from the body, I want your low back to be glued to the ground. If your low back comes off the ground, make the extension smaller, make it a little bit higher. Keep those shoulder blades lifted. In 3, 2, 1. Hug everything into your ball. Rest your head for a moment. Bring your feet flat to the floor. We're going to take it to single straight leg stretch. Bend your right knee in towards your chest. Curl up, chin to chest, shoulder blades hover. Send your right leg straight to the ceiling, point your toe. Take your hands and reach as high as you can towards your right ankle or foot, lifting those shoulder blades higher off the ground, right leg as straight as you can get it. Either leave your left foot planted here or extend it long to hover over the ground. Then switch. Left leg up, right leg down, reaching with your hands as high towards the left ankle as you can. And switch and switch. So there might be a little bit of a bend in your knee, but we're striving for a straight leg here. Striving to reach as high on the leg as we can. Find what's going to work for you. Keep those shoulder blades lifted, upper abs engaged. And 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, rest your head. And we're going to take it to our double straight leg stretch. So when you're ready, send both legs to the ceiling, head rested. And squeeze the legs together, make one long leg. Push your palms down into the ground outside the hips. Lower your legs to the diagonal away from the body, and then lift them to the ceiling. So when you lower your legs, you're going to lower for 3 counts, and then you're going to lift for 1. So a slow lower and a quick lift. Now, this is low abs and inner thighs. So squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the thighs together, squeeze those legs together. For low abs, we want to keep our back glued to the ground. If your back starts to peel off the ground, make the movement a little bit smaller. Take a soft bend in the knees. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Bend your knees into your chest. Send those feet back flat to the floor. We're going to take it to our bicycle crunches. Go ahead. Curl up, chin to chest. Feet flat to the floor. Hands behind your head. Elbows wide to protect the neck, but not to pull or push on it. You're going to crunch towards your left knee as you pull your left knee towards your chest. So bring your chest towards that left knee to your chest. They do not have to touch. Option to float the right leg off the ground to hover. Then switch. Right knee to chest, left leg long or planted. Switch and switch. So crunching towards the knee that's coming towards you. Keeping those elbows wide is going to keep the work more difficult through the upper abs, keeping the limbs away from the core. The further they go out, the more work it is for those abs to support you. But you're also getting that support through the back of the neck. So it helps and it challenges. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees to your chest. Rest your feet down to the ground. Congratulations. We are done our warm-up movement. So go ahead and take a break, get a drink, give yourself a little hug, and stand up for our standing balance section. I'm just getting a drink of water here. From your standing position, we're going to start with calf raises. So stand nice and tall. Feet can go about hip width apart, toes point forward. Then I want you to lift your heels off the ground and then lower them back down to the ground. Heels lift, heels lower. This is balance here. So your hands can hold on to something. They can be in a prayer. They can be overhead. They can be in a T. They can be on your hips. They can be wherever's going to help you balance. With our calf raises, we're working on balance. We're also working on ankle mobility. We're just finding our center here. Breathing. And when you're ready, feet are flat to the floor. We're going to take a soft bend in that left knee. That's going to be your supporting leg. So just make it so your left leg isn't locked out. I want it to still be standing tall, but soft bend. Take your right toes and tap them backward to the right diagonal. So think back if you're standing on a clock face towards 4 or 5 o'clock, and then bring those toes right back underneath your hip. So right toes tap back into the right, and then right back underneath the hip. Wide, back to the right. You choose how far you tap back. Is it a couple inches, or is it extending your leg fully straight? That's up to you. Soft bend in that left knee helps activate through the muscles, the stabilizer muscles. Standing tall, belly button pulled into your spine. And now you have the option to stay here, or after you tap your back leg back, your right leg back, you do a little lift back. So toes tap back, leg lifts an inch off the ground, taps down, reset. Tap back, lift, lower, reset. Getting those glutes fired up, stabilizing through the left side. Remember, you can always hold on to something for balance or do what serves you best. You got it. Picking your options, you choose how far you tap back, how long the leg is extended. If you are doing that lift, I want your hips to stay center. I don't want your hips to wobble. I don't want your low back to give in. Your belly button is pulled in sharp here, so the work stays in the glutes, out of the low back. And if you'd like it, you could stay there, or you can take it a step further. Tap back, lift, tap down, high knee, reset. So you have the option to tap right foot back, do your lift, lower, then bring the right foot back underneath the hip, high knee, reset, or you can make it one fluid moment. Leg swings back, lift, high knee comes forward. So you can separate the movements and isolate them, or you can make them into a flow with your reach back, optional lift, optional high knee in front. So we're working balance through multiple angles here. Now we're no longer going back, but we're also going back at an angle, and then we're coming front. So that's a lot of different ways for your body to then have to stabilize. It is a challenge. It is difficult. Let yourself wobble and shake. That's where we grow. In 3, 2, 1, bring everything back through center, feet hip width apart, toes forward. Reach for your toes, forward fold. Stretch out the back of that right leg. Both legs are gonna get that stretch here in this forward fold, and then we'll switch sides, we'll recalibrate. In 3, 2, 1, roll on up, and we take it to half raises. Stand tall, feet hip width apart, toes forward, heels lift and lower. Toes stay on the ground. Again, hands can be wherever is gonna help support you best. So that could be your hips. That could be holding on to something for balance. Do whatever you need it to be. Breathing as you go through. My ankles are cracking, so if that's you too, that's fine. And we take it to our back diagonal toe tap. So feet flat, left leg is gonna be on the move this time. Soft bend in that right knee, that stabilizing leg. Left leg taps back behind you to the left diagonal and then comes right back underneath the hip. So if you're standing on a clock face, that's like 7 or 8 o'clock that you're tapping back, you choose. You can tap your foot back that direction about an inch, or you can do it until your leg is completely straight. You are choosing. This is glutes here. Pull your belly button into your spine to help activate through the abs, protect through the lower back, isolate through the glute, all while we're stabilizing through the right side of the body. You've got it. And in 3, 2, 1, option to add that lift. Tap back, lift, lower, reset. So toes under the hip, toes tap back to the diagonal, lift, lower, reset. Again, you can choose how far back you go. You can choose if you add the lift. If you don't, the lift is only an inch or 2. You can choose to make this a fluid moment or fluid movement as well. If you want to take out the taps on the ground and just go for it. Big challenge here. Find what's going to challenge you, what's going to make you wobble, what's going to make you shake, and still find some successful reps in here. That's where we grow when we challenge ourselves. And we have the option to add the high knee in here. So foot underneath hip, tap back, lift, and then come to a forward high knee, knee in front of the hip. You can separate the movements or you can make them one. Find what's going to challenge you. Hold on to something if you need. Not easy by any means. We're making it spicy on this Monday morning. Or Monday afternoon or Monday night, wherever you are. You've got it. You have the option to separate these movements or make them into one fluid movement. Balance is the goal. Soft bend through that right knee, stabilizing leg. As toe reaches back diagonal, optional lift, optional high knee in front. In 3, 2, 1, feet flat, forward fold. Here we go. Push the hips back, reach your hands down towards your toes. Fold yourself in half. Breathe. Feel that stretch through the back of both legs. Let the shoulder blades fall apart from each other. Let the head hang heavy. And when you're ready, take a soft bend to the knees to slowly stand up. Get a drink if you need, and then we will make our way back to the ground on our backs. All right, setting my water down. We're gonna make it onto our backs, feet flat on the floor to start, head rested, back rested, hands pushed down into the ground outside the hips, palms face down. Let's start with our corkscrew. Push your back into the ground to glue it to the ground. Belly button pulls down to your spine. Knees start to your chest and then extend them straight to the ceiling. Point your toes, squeeze your legs together, activate through the inner thighs. We draw circles. So draw a circle with your legs in the ceiling or to the ceiling, and then reverse your direction at the top, alternating the directions every other. As you draw your circles, here's what you need to think about. You can choose the size of the circle or how low or high your circle is to the ceiling. The way you choose is by keeping your back glued to the ground. If the back is glued to the ground, make it lower, make it bigger. If the back starts to peel off the ground, lift those legs a little bit higher, an inch or so. Make the circle a little bit smaller until you find that happy medium between challenge and success. Keep that low back glued to protect the low back and also to activate through the low abs. In 3, 2, 1, bend your knees into your chest, send your feet flat to the floor, take a deep breath, and we're gonna go into our leg dead bug. So upper body gets to stay rested here. Keep those palms pushed down into the ground outside the hips. And then I want you to bring your legs to upside down tabletop. So you're still on your back, your knees come over your hips, shins parallel to the ceiling, perfect 90-degree bend in those knees. Push your low back down to the ground. Extend your left leg long to hover over the ground. Bring it back. Right leg long to hover over the ground. Bring it back to your starting position. Now, if extending the leg long to hover makes your low back peel off the ground, change it to a toe tap. Keep the bend in your knee, tap your toe on the ground and reset instead of extending the leg long to hover. You choose which one's best for you. And the one that's best for you is the one that protects your low back and engages through the low abs. We engage through the low abs as we extend the leg away from the body, but we also are working through the obliques. The obliques are the side abs, get activated when we are not being symmetrical, so asymmetrical, so both sides of our body are not doing the same thing at the same time, so the obliques are activated. In 3, 2, 1, now let's get those obliques even more fired up. So come back to that home position. Your knees are over your hips, shins are parallel to the ceiling. Now take your hands, you might have to push them down into the ground more away from the body, so maybe more outside the shoulders, maybe a little bit lower, but not outside the hips anymore because we're going to need that space. Now take your knees, they can still be apart, they don't have to be glued together, and let your knees fall to the right. And then bring them back through center, let them fall to the left. Now, when they fall right and left, they do not have to go all the way down to the ground, just as far as feels good for you. We're using this movement to move freely through the hip socket, the hip joint, but we're also using this to activate through the obliques, the side abs. So when the legs fall to the right, the obliques have to pull them back to center to recenter us. Push down through your palms, so that you get that extra support. You want to keep your shoulder blades both glued to the ground the entire time, even though your hips might roll off the ground when your knees fall right and left. In 3, 2, 1, nice job. We're gonna get a little bit of a stretch for our thighs as we activate through the glutes and hamstrings with this next one. We're gonna go into bridges. So go ahead and send your feet flat to the floor, knees to the ceiling. Your hands can come back outside your hips. Push your palms down into the ground, fingertips forward. Head and shoulders stay on the ground for this entire exercise as you squeeze your glutes, squeeze your bottom to lift your hips off the ground towards the ceiling, and then lower those hips back down to the ground. Tailbone is the first to lift and the last to touch the ground. So think about tailbone lifting as you squeeze those hips. One vertebrae at a time lifts off the ground, and then one vertebrae at a time lowers back down to the ground. So as you squeeze the glutes to lift the hips off the ground, you might feel a stretch through the thighs and the front of the hips as you feel a squeeze through the hamstrings and the glutes, the back of the legs, the back side of the body. Now play with it a little bit. Do you want to hold for an extra second at the top before you lower back down? Do you want to make your lifts and lowers slower, or do you want to make them faster and get more reps in? You choose. Time under tension, reps, holding at the top for a moment before releasing. Find what's going to challenge you and take that challenge. A couple other options here is the further you walk your feet away from you, the more hamstring work you'll feel. If you flex your feet, lift your toes off the ground, you'll feel more hamstring. If you want to take it inner and outer thighs, you can widen your stance, widen your feet. Lots of different options for you to take. You don't have to take any of them. I haven't taken any of them. Just there for you if you want them. All right, when you're ready, the next time your hips come back down to the ground, leave them there. We're gonna do some alternating toe taps. So go ahead, bring those knees back. The knees are bent, knees are over the hips, shins parallel to the ceiling, palms pushed down into the ground. Tap your right toes on the ground, lift them up. Tap your left toes on the ground, lift them up. Now, when we're doing this, you keep the bend in your knee. So you're not extending your leg, you're just bringing the toe straight to the ground and then lifting it back up, shin parallel to the ceiling. The knees stay over the hips. Back is glued to the ground. This is low abs. Breathing as you go through. If you'd like, you can then take this to reciprocal taps. So right toe taps. As it lifts, left toe goes down to tap. As it lifts, right goes down to tap. Or you can take it double time. Both toes tap, both toes lift. Find your challenge point. There's 3 options there. Tap, release, and switching after completion, switching through the middle, or both feet. And in 3, 2, 1, send your feet flat to the floor. We're gonna get the upper abs back involved here. So feet to the floor, knees to the ceiling, and take your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Now I want you to do a side crunch, and we're gonna add a reach. So I want you to crunch to the left towards your left knee. So chest pulls towards your left knee, feet are gonna stay flat here. And I want your right arm to reach towards the outside of the left knee. Does not have to touch, that's just the direction it's going to help us get that rotation. Come back through center, crunch towards the right, left hand reaches outside right knee. Come back through center. So you're doing your side crunches or your cross crunches, and you're reaching your opposite arm towards the outside of the opposite knee. Getting that extra twist through the obliques, that extra reach. Maybe that's helping the upper abs get a little bit further. Shoulder blades off the ground. If the shoulder blades want to dig into the ground as you crunch, make the twist a little bit smaller. Really focus on getting those shoulder blades off the ground, then add the reach back in once you found your bearings. Obliques, side abs on fire. Moving at your pace. And 3, 2, 1. Rest the head, rest your hands by your sides. Outside your hips, we're gonna take it to our reverse curls. So this is where we're gonna pull our knees to our chest. So pull both knees towards your chest and lift your tailbone off the ground just an inch or so, and then tap those feet back down to the ground. Knees to chest and tap those feet back down. So think, we're doing our standard crunch, right? Our shoulder blades are lifting to hover and then they release. Think about your shoulder blades being your tailbone in this situation. So your knees pull to your chest and then your feet come back flat to the floor. So your feet are like your head, your tailbone is like your shoulders. And this is a low ab crunch here. Got it. Breathe through. Feeling the abs right beneath the belly button. That's what we're targeting. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead ahead and rest that. Now I want you to send your legs straight to the ceiling. With your legs straight to the ceiling, we're gonna do that same thing we just did, but with our legs to the ceiling. So try to get your legs as straight as you can. My legs are super tight today, so I have a bend in my knees. It's okay if that's you too. Hands push down into the ground outside the hips. And now I want you to pull your tailbone up towards the ceiling and then lower it back down to the ground. So when I say that, it's like a lower crunch. Tailbone lifts, toes get maybe an inch higher to the ceiling, and then they fall back down. Your tailbone falls back down. So toes lift towards the ceiling and then they lower. Low ab crunches, legs as straight as you can get. Push through your palms outside your hips, head stays rested, and lots of low ab work here. And in 3, 2, 1, bend your knees, sit up nice and tall. I want you to take your feet flat to the floor, sitting tall, shoulders stacked over hips. We're gonna take it into our seated oblique twists, also known as cherry pickers or Russian twists. So feet flat to the floor, and then I want you to hinge back so your shoulders come back behind. They're no longer stacked over your hips, but further behind them. Feel your abs catch. Once you feel your abs catch, that's where I want you to be. Keep your shoulders in that spot. Feet stay flat to the floor, knees stay to the ceiling. Take your hands, reach them to your left hip, and then I want you to rainbow your hands up in front of the chest and reach them to your right hip. Rainbow them back over to the left hip, rainbow them back over to the right hip. So as you're doing this movement, your chest is facing the direction your hands are going. So you're twisting through the obliques, the side body, the side abs. The further you hinge back, the more of your ab wall you're going to activate. Now, as you're doing this movement, check in on the legs. I want your knees to be completely still. If your legs are moving side to side, that means that your hips are moving, and it's taking some of the work out of the obliques and putting it into the hips. We want to keep it in the obliques. So keep it in the side abs, keep the legs completely still. Now, if your legs are completely still, if you want a challenge, you can lift your feet off the ground, shins parallel to the ceiling. But if you want that support, making sure you're keeping those legs still, you can always bring those feet back down to the ground, flat to the floor. Ab wall and obliques fired up. And in 3, 2, 1, send those feet flat to the floor. If they weren't, sit nice and tall. Give those abs a little bit of a break. Give yourself a little wiggle. And when you're ready, we're gonna hinge back once again. Reach your arms in front of you so that your arms are at shoulder height, extended straight in front of you. Palms face each other, fingertips are forward. I want you to twist to the right. Arms stay in front of your shoulders the entire time. Come back through center, twist to the left. Come back through center. So now you're doing a similar movement, but your arms are extended out straight in front of you. The arms stay in front of the shoulders the entire time. So as the chest turns right and left, the arms are just along for the ride. They stay directly in front of the shoulders. And that's just keeping some of your weight forward. You've got it. Keep those legs still. Keep the work through the abs, through the obliques. In 3, 2, 1, unwind from that, sit tall, nice job. We're gonna flip over to the front side of our body, but we're gonna stay on our hands and knees, but we're a bird dog. So get into your tabletop position. So that's hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Arms are straight, back is flat. From this position, extend your right arm forward in front of you at shoulder height and extend your left leg backward behind you at hip height. Come back through center, reset all fours, and then switch sides. Left arm forward as the right leg extends straight back behind you and come through center. Switching every other. As you go through this movement, I want you to keep your back flat by pulling your belly button in towards your spine. And I want you to keep your head in line with your spine. If doing opposite arm, opposite leg isn't working for you, one limb at a time is always an option. Just one arm, then just one leg. Keeping the belly button pulled in here is key. It's the foundation of this exercise, and I guess of all the exercises today. You're moving at your pace. This is balance. This is core strength. This is strengthening the back side of the body. And when you're ready, come back to all fours. We are going to take it to the next level, friends. Okay, we're going to come to a high plank position. If being on your wrists for a high plank position does not work for you, you can take it to a wall plank. Do the plank on the wall. That's completely fine. You'll do a plank to a squat on the wall. If you're on the ground, high plank position, hands a little bit wider than the shoulders, arms straight line from head to heels. You're in your high plank position. We're going to take it from plank to floating tabletop. Keep your hands and your feet exactly where they are. Bend your knees as you shift your hips back. Knees hover over the ground. Hips come over the knees, perfect 90-degree angle. Then you shift your weight forward back to your high plank. If you're on the wall, you're doing your wall plank, and then you take it to a squat. So shift back to a floating tabletop. Shins and knees hover. Hips right over those knees. Then come back to your high plank position. This is not easy. It's probably the hardest exercise we'll do all day. And you can do it. Keep your head in line with your spine. Choose an option that's going to work for you. It's going to fire up through those thighs, firing up through the back muscles, through the core, through the front of the abs. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees softly down to the ground. Beautiful job. We have earned the right to lie down on our bellies. So go ahead and lie down on your belly. We're going to do some back extension, back strengthening exercises. So once you are on the ground, I want you to take your hands and place them underneath your shoulders. Your chest is still on the ground, so your elbows kind of tuck in towards your ribs. Elbows are bent, hands directly beneath shoulders. And I want you to squeeze your legs together behind you. Nice one long leg, toes pointed. Push your hips down towards the ground and pull your belly button towards your spine to activate through the abs. And then without putting pressure in your hands, just lift your chest an inch or two off the ground. Feel that engagement through the upper back. Feel a nice stretch. And then lower. We're going to do it again. Lift the chest without pushing through the palms. And lower. Now I want you to reach your hands by your hips. Hands outside the hips. This time, just the upper body is going to lift. Hands are by your hips, so when you lift through the chest, your arms will hover as well. So go ahead and lift the chest an inch or two. Arms hover outside the hips. And now in this lifted position, sweep your arms out to the sides and then up overhead, reaching forward, and sweep them back by the hips. Keep holding and repeating. Arms out to the sides, up overhead, sweep them back by the hips. Shoulder mobility, back strengthening. If you need to rest and drop your chest for a moment, feel free, and then get back into it. Next time your hands are by your sides, let your chest rest down by the ground. And then reach your hands forward long in front of you. So arms extended in front of the shoulders, overhead, body in a straight long line. And on the count of 3, we're going to lift our upper and our lower body off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Upper body and lower body both lift an inch or two off the ground. Belly and hips are still on the ground. We're going to take it to swimming. So with your arms and your legs elevated, I want you to lift your right arm and your left leg an inch or two higher than where they started. And then you're going to switch opposite arm, opposite leg. Switch, 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 switch. So this is glutes. This is back. This is a whole lot of strengthening through the back side of the body as you breathe through. And in 3, 2, 1, rest everything back down. Nice job. Keep those arms long in front of you, legs long behind you. On our next count, we'll lift the upper and lower body off the ground one more time. And 3, 2, 1, upper and lower body lift. Now arms sweep by the hips and then out to the sides in front of you, reaching forward ahead of the shoulders. Outside the hips, in front of the shoulders. So we're doing this again. This time the low body is lifted while we do it. And in 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice job. Okay. Now we're gonna give us a little bit of relief from all that strengthening the backside we did. So go ahead and stack your palms in front of you and just make it like a little pillow for your forehead to rest straight down on the ground, nose points down. And upper body's gonna stay rested here. Pull your heels, bend your knees, pull your heels towards your glutes. We're gonna windshield wiper our legs. Keeping the bend in your knees, let the lower legs fall right. Come back through center, let them fall left. Come back through center. Moving freely through the hip joint. Relieving any tension or stress through the low back. You got it. And in 3, 2, 1, extend your legs out nice and long behind you. And I want you to take your elbows bent underneath your shoulders. I want you to take your left hand, put it in a fist in front of your chest, and then take your right hand and wrap it around. So I want my chest lifted, elbows underneath shoulders, and hands wrapped around each other in front of the chest. Squeeze your legs together behind you. Point your toes, legs nice and straight.
Explain that again, Tara.
You're lying on the front side of your body, elbows underneath shoulders, chest lifted, forearms are on the ground.
Yep.
And I'm just wrapping, you can interlace your fingers, whatever the hand position, doesn't matter. Just keep your hands in front of your chest on the ground.
Okay.
And then legs squeezed together nice and long behind you, toes pointed. From here, we go into our single leg kick. So from here, bend your right leg, bring your heel towards your glutes and kick. Nice big kick followed by a little sharp kick. And then you switch, right leg goes down, left leg takes a turn. Big kick, little kick, and return. So alternating glute kicks, keeping the chest lifted, and we're getting a nice stretch through the thighs as we're getting engagement through the hamstrings and through the glutes. Good job. This is our last exercise before we go into our side kick series. In 3, 2, 1, rest everything down. Nice job. Okay, I'm gonna get a quick drink. We're gonna go into our side kick series, which is focusing on glutes. Meet me left hip down, right hip up. So laying on your left side. All right, I got a drink. So laying on your left side down, right side up. You have options here. So you can either use your left arm as a pillow for your head. You can bend your elbow and use your left palm as a pillow for your head. Head rests in the palm of your hand. Or your left elbow can go underneath your left shoulder. Arm extends forward, palm faces down, fingertips extend forward. Get your body in a nice straight line from head to heels. Legs straight, feet flexed. Take your right hand, push it down into the ground in front of your chest. And from here, you can lift your legs an inch or two forward from where they were, so they're no longer in line with the hips, but just slightly ahead of them. Now we take it to our side kick series, focusing on glute strength. Keeping your feet flexed, lift your right leg up towards hip height. So now your right leg is no longer resting on top of your left leg, it's hovering over your left leg at hip height. Your leg is gonna stay at this height the entire time. Take your right foot and kick it forward as far as you can go. And then once you kick it forward as far as you can go, add a little tiny kick. And then I want you to point your toes, kick backward as far as you can go, and then add a little tiny kick. So foot forward, flexed, kick, kick, foot pointed, backward, kick, kick. Now keeping your leg at hip height here the entire time. And I want you to think about keeping your torso still. Your torso is going to want to move a little bit to allow for your leg to have bigger range of motion. The range of motion can be small. That means we're isolating. So keep that belly button pulled in. Try to keep your core as still as possible here to isolate through the glutes. We're focusing on the center of the glutes where the glutes meet the back of the hamstrings or the back of the thigh. And in 3, 2, 1, you can rest your top leg for a moment if you need. Otherwise, keep it stacked over the left at hip height. When you're ready, flex your foot, and we're gonna take it to up downs. Right leg lifts towards the ceiling and then lowers back down to hip height. Leg lifts and lowers. Engaging through the outer right glutes. Breathing as you go. And we're working outer glutes, side glutes. You'll feel the pinch through the outside of the hip right away. You got this. When you lift it towards the ceiling, the range doesn't have to be huge. You'll feel it right away, and you want to lower only to hip height. You don't want to lower it all the way back down. And 3, 2, 1, rest your leg, and we take it to our circles next. So in this position, foot flexed, you're going to draw a circle with your right leg, keeping your right leg straight. I want you to think about brushing the ankles together as you come through center when you do this circular motion. Trying to keep still through the upper body. Push down through that right palm if that's going to help you stabilize. And you're just drawing a circle. You're connecting the upper and the outer glutes here. And reverse your circle. You got it. Breathe through it. This will round out this side, and then we'll switch sides. In 3, 2, 1. Woo! Rest. Nice job. Get a drink if you need, and we're going to switch. Right hip down, left hip up for our side kick series. So when you are on your right side, you can use your right arm as a pillow. You can rest the head in the palm of the right hand with your elbow bent, or you can have your elbow directly underneath your shoulder, forearm reaching forward, palm face down, fingertips forward. Left hand, palm pushes down in front of the torso. Legs in a nice straight line, flex your feet. Bring your feet an inch or so forward from where they just were, so that they're no longer in line with the hip. This helps keep the hips stacked over each other and helps prevent them from tipping back and losing some of the work through the glutes. Lift your left leg up to hover at hip height, and we take it to our forward and backward kicks. So forward kick, kick with a flexed foot, point your toe, backward kick, kick with a pointed toe. Forward and back. Keeping still and stable through the torso, the upper body. The more still the upper body is, the more isolated you're going to be through the lower body, through the glutes. This is center glutes here. We're engaging right where the glutes meet the back of the thigh. You've got it. And in 3, 2, 1, stack those legs. Once again, if you need to rest your leg, feel free. If you want to keep it hovering, feel free. When you're ready, flex your foot. We're going to take it to up downs. Left leg lifts towards the ceiling, lowers back down to hip height. This range only has to be an inch to 8 inches. Doesn't have to be huge. It's going to be whatever's going to help you feel that isolation, that activation through the back or the outside of the left hip, the left side glutes, without rolling that left hip back. Oh, we're not quite done yet. Keep going. Up downs. And when you're ready, pause there. We're going to take it to our circles. Flex your foot, keep it flexed, and you're going to draw circles. Brush your ankles together as you come through center to help keep the circles stacked over the bottom leg. And again, focus on that left hip, trying to keep it stacked over the right. Don't let it dip back. It's going to want to dip back. And switch directions. Upper and outer glutes. Here, with this circular motion, tying those forward backs and those side to sides together into a nice big circle. And in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and rest that upper leg. Nice job. We have just our core rotations to get through, and then we stretch. So go ahead and get a drink if you need. I'm going to get one. We're going to meet on our backs. All right, from your back, start with feet flat on the floor, knees to the ceiling, and hips, hands outside your hips. Curl up, chin to chest, shoulder blades hover, upper abs, and then keeping those upper abs or those shoulders hovering, upper abs engaged. Hands reach back behind the head, hands reach forward, hands reach back, hands reach forward. So hold here with the upper abs. The upper abs are not moving, the shoulder blades stay hovering as the arms reach forward, outside the hips, and then behind the head. Every time the arms reach behind the head, you're firing up through the upper abs making them carry more weight as they go behind and away from the body. And in 3, 2, 1, rest your head. Hands are gonna go behind your head, elbows wide. We're gonna take it to cross crunches. I want you to curl up, bring your chest towards your left knee as your left knee comes towards your chest. Set it down, switch sides. Crunch towards your right knee as your right knee comes towards your chest. Set it down, switch sides. So your knees stay bent this whole time. When your knee goes away from the chest, your foot just goes flat to the floor. And keep those elbows wide. Obliques, upper abs. You've got this. And in 3, 2, 1, rest your head. Hands come down to the ground, pushing to the ground outside the hips. Legs go straight to the ceiling. Right leg lowers, lifts, left leg lowers, lifts. Trying to keep your legs as straight as you can, alternating legs lifts and lowers. Low back glued to the ground. In 3, 2, 1, bend your knees, bring your feet flat to the floor. Last time through, we're gonna take it to the top. Curl up, chin to chest, shoulder blades hover, hands reach outside the hips, hands reach back, hands reach forward, hands reach behind the shoulders, hands reach outside the hips. Shoulder blades stay hovering the entire time. Isometric hold through the upper abs. It's the arms that are moving, making it more difficult for the abs to maintain their position. In 3, 2, 1, rest your head, hands behind head, elbows wide, cross crunches. Crunch towards your left knee as your left knee pulls to your chest. Crunch towards your right knee as your right knee pulls towards your chest. Hands stay behind your head, light touch, not pushing or pulling, keeping the elbows wide to add that extra work through the upper abs. If you ever need to take your hands across your chest, you can. 3, 2, 1, rest your head, hands come to the outsides of the hips. Legs straight to the ceiling. Right leg lowers, lifts, left leg low, lifts, alternating. You got it. Low back glued to the ground, keep breathing. And in 3, 2, 1, bend your knees in towards your chest, set your feet back down to the ground. Nice job, everybody. That brings us straight to our cool down. Woo, nice job. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Feel free to join me in that. And for our cool down, feel free to follow along with me or do what feels best in your body. So we're gonna start on hands and knees, tabletop position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Take a nice deep breath. Keep your head in line with your spine. On your exhale, arch your spine to the sky, tuck your chin to your chest, push through your palms for cat. And when you need to inhale, you'll dip your belly low, roll your shoulders down and back, open your collarbone, point your nose forward, and go through this with your breath. When you exhale, you take it to cat, pushing down through the palms, arching the spine up. And when you take it to cat, you dip the belly low, roll the shoulders back as you take a deep breath. Nice job, everybody. Add wiggles where wiggles feel good, flowing through at your pace. And when you're ready, come back to a flat back, neutral spine. Curl your toes under, send your hips to the ceiling. So arms and legs are straight. The pads and the balls of your feet are on the ground. Your hands are on the ground. Everything else is lifted. To get a deeper stretch through the backs of the legs, you push your heels towards the ground. To get a deeper stretch through the spine, you pull your chest towards your knees. And when you're ready, go ahead, bring those knees softly back down to the ground, and we're gonna roll onto our backs. Once you are on your back, hug your knee to your chest, right knee to the chest. Left leg can either go long or you can plant your left foot flat on the floor. Find what's gonna feel best in your body. Take the opportunity to play with it a little bit. Take a couple deep breaths. On your next exhale, open the right knee slightly an inch to the right to feel that stretch move to the inner thigh, outer hip. Keep breathing. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee, guide the right knee up and over towards the left side of the body, peeling the right hip off the ground. Left arm goes long outside the right shoulder. Nose points right. Spine twist, glute stretch, shoulder and chest opener. Nice deep breath. Come back through center, hug your left knee to your chest, let your right leg go long. Breathe. When you're ready, on your next exhale, open your left knee outside the left shoulder, opening the stretch through the inner left thigh. And we take it to our twist. Left knee outside the right, left hip peels off the ground, left arm long, outside the left shoulder, nose points left, spine twist, glute stretch, shoulder and chest opener. When you're ready, come back through center, give yourself a little hug, rock side to side. And when you're ready, slowly rock on up to a seated position. Extend your legs long in front of you. We're going to take it to our forward fold. Sit tall, arms by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms out to the sides and up over the head. Exhale, hinge forward, reach your fingertips towards your toes, fold yourself in half. Feel that stretch through the backs of your legs, crawling up through the entire back side of the body. Shoulder blades separate, come down and back from each other, stretching through the spine. Go ahead and release that. Sit nice and tall. Bring the bottoms of your feet together to touch in front of you. Bend your knees out to each side for a butterfly stretch. To deepen the stretch, you let your knees fall heavy out to the sides, and you pull your heels closer to your hips, or you hinge forward at the waist. Find what's going to feel best in your body. And when you're ready, you can extend your right leg long out towards the right diagonal. The bottom of the left foot comes to touch the inside of the right thigh. Right arm long by the right foot. Left arm reaches out to the side, up over the head towards the right. Side body stretch through the left side. Nose points up towards the left elbow. And now rotate, reach both hands towards those right toes. Point your nose towards your right knee. Deep stretch through the back of the right leg. Come up through center, switch sides, left leg goes straight out to the left diagonal. The bottom of the right foot touches the inside of the left thigh. Left arm goes down, long by the left leg. Right arm reaches out to the side, up over the head, side bend to the left, stretching through the left side body. Nose maybe points up, that left towards the right elbow. And when you're ready, rotate, point your nose towards your left knee, bring your fingertips towards those left toes. Stretch through the back side of the left leg. And when you're ready, release, come to your child's pose or rest position, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and tabletop to start. And then widen those knees a little bit wider than the hips. Bring your big toes together behind you. Sink your bottom back towards your heels. Stretch your arms long in front of you, reaching your fingertips and palms forward. Bring your chest and forehead towards the ground. Elongating through the spine. Opening through the hips. And when you are ready, you can slowly come out of that. Take a nice deep breath. That brings us to the end of our workout today. We can go ahead and stop our recording.